Business Studies Class 11. We will be going to discuss some of the merits and the demerits of the form of business organization that is known as partnership. As you know that partnership, it is that form of business organization in which two or more than two persons are involved and they have entered into a contractual relationship and they have agreed to share the future profits and losses. Okay, so this is the form of business organization that is known as partnership form of business organization. Now when we are talking about this form of organization, what are the merits of this form of business organization and what are the demerits or the drawback? I have already drafted some points of merits and demerits for you. Now let us see the explanation of those points in brief. So first we will be discussing about the merits of the partnership form of business organization. The first merit, it says that easy formation. The formation of partnership is very easy because there are not so much legal formalities involved and it is also not compulsory for you to get your partnership firm registered. Registration of partnership firm can be done. According to the Indian Partnership Act 1932, it can be registered, but it is not compulsory. So the formation is very easy. Large capital and resources. In comparison to sole proprietorship form of business, here the capital and the resources which are being needed for doing the business can be arranged in the large number, because in the individual capacity of each and every partner, he can bring the capital and he can manage the various types of resources in his individual capacity. So this is helpful in the growth and the expansion of the business. Then comes distribution of risk. The risk of the business is divided. In sole proprietorship there was no division of risk, but here all the risk of the business will be divided amongst the partner. If there is any loss in the firm, then that loss will be divided among all the partner in the firm. Same way, if there is a profit in the firm, then that profit will also be divided amongst the partner. So there is a distribution of risk. Secrecy. You can maintain the secrecy of your business firm because there is no need for you to publish the accounts in front of public or in any newspaper or in any media channel. So secrets of your business will always be maintained. Then flexibility. Another advantage of this form of business that it is flexible, because if the partners they all agree, they can change their business anytime, they can do the growth of their business, they can do some expansion of their business. So this flexibility is there in this form of business organization, and if the partners wish that they have to change the whole of the business and they want to start the new business, they can do that thing also, but in that all the partners should give their consents. Okay, so for changing anything in the partnership there should be the consent of all the partners. Then come efficient decision. The decisions which are taken here related with the business affairs are taken collectively by all the partners, because there are a number of partners and the decisions are taken after the discussions with all the partners. So every partner, he is got the specialization in one or the other field. So when we are seeing this thing, that we get the benefit of this specialization, so the decisions which we have to take become more and more efficient. So the partner, they are making the use of their specialization and then they are taking the decision. So this collective decision help the business, and the decisions which are taken here in this business firm are more or less, or let's say up to the mark, and they are getting the good results for the business. So these were some of the points of the merits of the partnership form of business, and in this we can also add that personal supervision is also possible here, because the partners, they are keeping the strict watch on the various activities of the business, so they are personally supervising their business, and this thing is also taking place in this form of business. Now we move to the demerits of the partnership form of business, that what are the drawbacks in this form of business. So when we are talking about the drawbacks like there are different partners, there are number of partners in the firm. So when there is any decisions are to be taken, so it is not very easy to take those decisions because every partner has got its own views, own ideas. So there may be some conflicts while taking this type of important decisions. So the conflicts in the management are taking place, and due to this conflicts sometimes the business suffers the heavy losses, because if you are not able to arrive at a particular decision at the right time, so then you will be suffering the losses. Then unlimited liability. There is an unlimited liability in this form of business of the partners. If the business has suffered any losses, then the personal assets of the partners may also be utilized for paying off the debts of the business, due to which the partners they hesitate and they do not want to take the risk related with the growth and the expansion of the business. The life of this partnership form of business is uncertain, because anytime this form of business can come to an end. The partners may give the notice to the other partner that they do not want to continue the business. Maybe there might be some insolvency to any of the partner, or the retirement of any of the partner, or death due to any of these situations. This form of partnership will come to an end, and sometimes it has been observed that the well settled partnership firm have been dissolved due to all these things. Then lack of public confidence. There is a lack of public confidence. Why? Because these firms are not supposed to publish their books of accounts in front of public. So public do not show their confidence in this form of firm, and they hesitate in giving the money in the form of investment to these type of firms. So the money cannot be borrowed from the external sources in the partnership form of business. Okay. Then comes non-transferability of interest. You cannot transfer your interest to any other person, and if that thing is to be done, you have to take the consent of all the other partner, and that is very difficult because the partners they are not providing their consent, and all the interest which you have in the firm, you are bound to follow the rules of the firm, and you are supposed to keep up with those interests in the firm only. You cannot transfer your interest to any other firm. So there is a foundation on the partner. So this is also one of the drawbacks which is being realized by the partner. Then comes limited resources. In the individual capacity, each and every partner can collect a limited resources only. If we are comparing these resources with the other form of business organization like companies and the various public sector undertakings, so here the resources are very limited, and due to this, the growth and the expansions of the partnership form of business is not taking place. So these were some of the points of the merits and the demerits of the partnership form of business which we have discussed today in this session. Hope now it is clear to you that what is the advantage of doing the partnership business and what are the disadvantages of doing the partnership form of business. Thank you and have a nice day.